If someone treats their birthday like a normal day, don't assume they don't care. Most people get this wrong because when a day meant to celebrate you starts to feel unsafe, the mind learns something quietly. It's better not to expect anything at all. Some people wait all year for their birthday, others let it pass quietly, almost unnoticed. Not because they forgot, and not because it doesn't matter, but because, at some point, the day stopped feeling safe. For many, it begins with disappointment, birthdays that were overlooked, messages that never came, a familiar cycle of hoping, followed by silence. At first, it hurts, then it confuses, and eventually, something inside shuts down. Psychology calls this learned helplessness, not weakness, but the moment the mind stops expecting good things because expecting started to hurt. When hope becomes painful, indifference starts to feel like protection. But this isn't the whole story. For some people, pain isn't the reason at all. Life just moves too fast. Days blur together, responsibilities stack up. The mind stays busy just trying to survive the week. Psychologists call this time blindness, when mental overload pushes even meaningful moments into the background. The birthday doesn't disappear, it simply arrives in a life that never pauses. And then there is a third group. These people know exactly what day it is, they just don't feel the need to mark it. Not from sadness, not from exhaustion, but because they stopped outsourcing their worth. Research shows that people who rely less on external validation tend to be more emotionally stable. Their sense of meaning comes from autonomy, purpose, and inner alignment, not attention. They are not rejecting celebration. They are just no longer dependent on it. And this mindset rarely stops with birthdays. They don't chase recognition. They don't wait for applause. They don't measure their value by how loudly they are acknowledged. Instead, they find meaning in consistency, in quiet progress, in ordinary days that still matter. That doesn't mean they never feel lonely. Everyone does. It means they stopped waiting for one day a year to feel whole. So if someone treats their birthday like a normal day, don't assume indifference. Sometimes it's pain. Sometimes it's pressure. And sometimes it's peace. Now, ask yourself, do you celebrate because you want to, or because you need the reminder that you matter? And if no one marked the day, would you still feel complete? That answer says more than the birthday ever could.